Hello world, XCOM has happened. Oh dear god, terror mission. Let's get started. And it's not at night, fantastic. Terror mission 5. Jeez. Does that just land on the inside of the craft? Because that's just not cool. Like, not even a little bit. I don't think I've got enough to shoot this other one, so I'll just make some very joyous, well, cannon fodder, quite frankly. This should make the terror mission a lot easier. Unfortunately, it also means I've got little to no excuse if anybody dies. So, I have to, take that with a grain of salt. Speaking of assault, I better get that dead. It seems like the thing to do. And why she went around that bit of the ramp, I have absolutely no idea, but let's go anyway. 44%, that sounds good. Big game hunting. Oh, shit. And now she's useless for the rest of the turn, apart from being able to see the other one of these that's there. Oh, crap. I might have been shooting in the wrong direction, guys. Let's see what we can do. That'll work. That won't. And that will work also. Shit, that works pretty well. Okay, Terry's rising up the ranks. I'm half convinced that's because of her wargaming experience and the fact that pretty much every other soldier named after a Geek and Sundry person has died horribly. But then again, Scott is still alive on account of being some kind of radical motherfucker. I'm not sure exactly what sense I mean radical in, but it seemed like the word to say. American killing the big motherfucking animal with a gun. Stereotypes! Oh dear, I did not mean to click that. What I actually meant to do was select Jessie so she could move a bit. So Yahtzee is now in the open air for no good reason. Yay. He says with a curiously ashen-like voice. Aliens hate walls apparently. Aliens really hate walls apparently. Okay, that was a civilian, I'm fairly certain. I'm not sure anybody likes walls here. They're just there. Minding their own business. Not caring a jot. Having no agency in the war between man and alien? Xeno? I'm not exactly sure what the term is used in, whether the term is that we use in this universe. Curious turn of events. Scott shot a thing and it did not drop. So let's see what we can do about that. 70%? Nice! Double nice. Welcome to the squad, Jebs. Keep that up, and you'll probably die given the track record I have here. You may think that's a short list of dead people. That's scrolling. Some people have been at the bottom of that list and left it due to new arrivals. I wasn't really sure how to word that when I started that sentence, but I think it worked out okay. Terry, could you shoot this motherfucker in the back of the head, please? Cheers, doll. Also, remind me never to say doll, because it just reminds me that my family's from Coatbridge. And apparently it's a very Coatbridge thing to say. Because I'm really not from Coatbridge. I think I have a pretty neutral accent, although, oddly enough, when I was living in Dundee, when I went to university, which is on the east coast, I would, sometimes get phone calls from my parents, and they live in Glasgow on the west coast, so you can see that there's going to be quite different accents there. I mean, to get from one side of Scotland to the other is going to take, 2 hours at least. That's a small joke for anyone who's had to drive between states. In Canada or America, quite frankly. I hear it's quite a long way in any case. I don't really understand how he can see and she can't, but yeah, when I would get off the phone to my parents, I'd go to talk to my flatmate. It's like, you sound really Glaswegian right now. And my parents don't have strong Glaswegian accents. They're well educated, quite middle class. Well, they are middle class. They're quite middle class sounding. Is what I was going to say before I interrupted myself. How rude of me. Nuts, that didn't work. Okay. Yay. That worked out. So, I don't know. I've just bounced from the west coast to the east coast so many times. I think I have a pretty, not a mishmash of accents, but just it's blended out into something pretty neutral. I don't know how exactly that happened. Plus, I kind of put on a radio voice. I don't even know if I do anymore. Certainly at some point I did. The performances in my earlier videos were pretty crap for that reason, because I was just concentrating so heavily on the voice. Oh god, Jesse's going to get shot unless this guy chickens out, which he does, thank Christ. So that in my earlier reviews, the performance is kind of crap if I'm, you know, talking to the camera, because I just didn't know how to do it. The most performing I've done has been for like drama classes, so that has been with an audience, but not necessarily straight to an audience, if you get my meaning. You're acting, and you know the audience is there, but you don't necessarily even need to look at them. You just have to stand in a vaguely correct spot so that they can see you and, you know, prove that you're not an elaborate puppet on strings and got somebody mimicking your voice off stage. So actually doing it to camera, that kind of almost intimate thing, was a bit different for me. And then I hear the advice of, oh, just pretend you're talking to someone else. I'm kind of rubbish at that as well. It's looking at people, paying attention to what they're saying, trying not to make my hands fidget. That's a pretty bad one. Especially when I'm trying to do work. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a policy at my work against having games open in another window. And I'm also sure of that because they don't install games on the house just exploded. They don't install games on the PCs at my work, and you know, why would they? Actually, I don't know if they deliberately do that or if it's just that those games don't come with like professional versions of Windows. Could be either one. I could ask my girlfriend, she actually studied to do this kind of thing. The thought didn't occur to me there, but that might have actually been a stun bomb that went off there. They don't really differentiate between the two explosions. I don't actually think there's going to be anything on this road, but I will check nonetheless. Because we don't want somebody to get shot and start bleeding out their fatal wounds all over the place, and we're trying to hunt down one more motherfucker because I couldn't be arsed to research medkits, so I have to end the mission before they bleed all over their shoes and die. The dying's the important part. We can get new shoes. We have the technology for that. But we don't like people to die. We can't really clone them. We just buy more people and they're not as good. And then I have to think of another name for them. And that's just a big ol' hassle, quite frankly. I got an excellent rating for a terror mission. Go me. Yeah, I may sound narcissistic, and you know, there's a good reason for that. Because I got an excellent rating on a terror mission. Hell, I'm surprised I didn't kill any of my own fucking civilians. Jeez, actually, I could do with another hangar, quite frankly. There we go. Now, where are we up to in this? Firestar. Oh, 2 days left. Nice. If only I could also build something to attach to it. Because that would be kind of useful. Planting a beam, I can't build it because my workspace ain't done. And that's too much to do at once. There we go. It'll be during night time, but he'll probably get away anyway because he's a little bastard. There he goes. Try 30 minutes so we can actually get a nice animation of the sun going round the globe. Well, the globe going round the sun. Yes, I realise how that sounded. It's not what I meant. You know it's not what I meant. Actually, no, I'm not going to do a plasma beam because I would then have to ship Illyrium over to the other base, for that is what that laser cannon is for. Ooh, flying suit, why not? Just realised I'd totally forgotten about the right-clicking on the... Oh no, I can't do that. Okay, I'll just equip it. I'd totally forgotten you could right-click on any of the number pickers, the arrows on those. And lo and behold, they would just fill right the hell up. That's how it worked. I can interrogate an alien. Yay! Curious how it doesn't actually say interrogate. It just says, you know, alien type. And then you just kind of deal with that. Seems strange. Hit. Yay! I'll get to it in a minute. No, I won't, because it'll crash landed in the ocean. Let's give it a couple of minutes, see if it rearms. It's probably going to get away at that stage, but look how close he is to being out of range. Seriously. Yeah, no point. Okay, let's just let it go. Still not? Oh, Christ. How long does it take to put those missiles in, really? There's only 3 of them each. You're doing them one at a time and then go into the others? Okay. Guess I'm heading over there then, because that terror mission actually only took about 8 minutes, which is surprised the hell out of me. What the hell now? Oh, that's some fresh hell right there. Okay. Oh man! Yeah, let's just go there instead. Oh, it'd be nice if I could just go back to 5 seconds, because there was absolutely no shortage of hello there, things I want, yes. There was no shortage of little dialogue boxes coming up saying, hey, do you want to slow the game down to 5 seconds? Okay, yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm totally going to need some new gear for that, but that's some very good news indeed, because that means I get to invade an alien base. What I will need for that is something, frankly, better than that armor. Oh, I'm not going to produce infinite units, you crazy game. I bet that it wasn't even in the original as a feature. You know, building stuff up to infinite. As far as I know, that base will just stay on the map permanently. Well, that was fast. In fact, everything is going stunningly well at the moment. I don't understand how this can actually be. Biscuit base, yes, biscuit base. Never going to catch up to it, is it? Oh! Surprisingly slow. That one's very large and very fast. I'm not sending them anywhere fucking near it. No, there's no way this one's going down. I made a horrible decision in arming this. I just assumed 3 avalanche missiles would take down every fucking thing. It is not the case. You're nowhere near rearmed, are you? Just when I said things were going well too. Oh, this is embarrassing. And of course, if one of those lands in here and gets past all the defences that aren't, that base is just gonna straight up fall. So there you go, missile defences, why not? Screw it. See what happens. That's it. I really thought something would happen if I researched alien origins. Like anything, literally anything, would have been good. I would have liked that. Okay, grav shield will make an improvement in that base. If for no other reason than the fact that it'll protect the minds of all the people who aren't there. Didn't even crash, just got destroyed. Why does that sound so familiar? Anyway, Hangar! Yay! So I know this is getting a bit boring now. We had the exciting terror mission and now we're just having me fucking around in the menus. It's how it works, isn't it? But should it be how it works? Yep, that sounds good to me. So I will just build another laser cannon, because they're handy. And nothing else, because I don't want to send delirium over there. And let's go to base, and that is all fine, I assume. Yes. So that's fine. And I completely forgot that these things run on Illyrium, so I am going to have to send some over. Let's try that, because it's a nice round number. Anyway, let's see if we can get something awkwardly hilarious to end on. Oh my... Did I build more living quarters? Yes, I did. Engineers. Soldiers are still alive. In fact, some of them have even recovered from grievous injury, which is nice. I think I've actually researched all these things, so there's maybe not too much point in keeping their corpses. Come on, something interesting. That's not so interesting. I'm actually running out of things to research. I'm surprised that actually just didn't immediately say, yeah, you researched it. You had 100 people researching the medkit, for fuck's sake. Of course you finished. But let's build a couple of plasma beams, because they are good weapons. You can fire them at rather long range, and they kill the things. It's a fun time. So, shall we try our brand new, freshly shipped Firestorm out? I think we shall. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, fuck. Fuck, 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 for God's sake. Come on, this is just getting ridiculous now. Come on. See, this is why I usually do the laser cannon and then something long range that does a lot of damage. But perhaps has less ammo. Because this thing is going to be repairing forever. Yeah, I'm calling it. Gotta go. Gotta go in a fast manner. Oh, yeah, it's still following. Hopefully it'll just take a couple of missiles. Oh, for fuck's sake. What? Well, make up your mind if he's... Oh, man. Got my Firestorm banged up for nothing. So there we go. My dramatic end is I researched a fucking medkit. Got plasma defense on the way though. I actually spent a lot of time in these menus. It's odd. Seems like a new thing. Anyway, maybe next time, since we've got our badass soldiers, and we can give them power suits. Oh, fancy. They kind of look like hazard suits. We can go storm that alien base. What do you say? Sounds good. See you then.